morning, everyone. Today we're going to talk about something a little different. This is a new journal. This is a traveler's journal, and it has watercolor paper in it. I'm going to use this for my 2023 journal, and I wanted to decorate it. So I have my watercolor sheets. I have some stamps. I have this little design that I received as a free little surprise. Then I have this really cool sticker. While we were away, we went to this Lady Yum place for macarons. These stickers were what they put on their boxes. Now these are beautiful. I think this is a beautiful work of art. So I wanted to use this on my journal in some way. I'm going to paint the background of the journal with watercolors. I'm going to use this sticker. I couldn't fit, obviously, the whole this size 2023 on there, so I decided to do a 2023. I was playing with color to see what I thought would look good with my sticker. I have this test sheet. These are the Viviva color sheet colors here. I had this test and I kind of held it up. Now this is not on watercolor paper. It matters because of how the paint behaves. I'm still not convinced what I'm going to use. I thought I would use this yellow ochre as my background color on my plate, but I'm going to try one more color, and I'll just try it while I'm here with you. This vermilion looks like the vermilion could be cool. I'm going to wet my paper, put this on here. It's kind of a little matchy maybe. I think I like that though. So I think I'm going to go with that color. Many times when I get started on my journals, I don't worry too much about the water going everywhere. But for this journal, I am going to, because I also eventually want to do the back cover as well. This is a traveler's notebook, a Maduri traveler's notebook. You can find these on Amazon, and it's the watercolor sheets. This is some kind of cardboard. This isn't, this cover isn't watercolor paper as far as I can tell. I suppose it could be. So this is an experiment. We don't really know how this is going to work. I think it's a good idea to sort of mix my paint a little bit. Put a little water in there. And I'm going to pull up my vermilion. I want to make this wet so that the color, which is pretty vibrant. Now I can see this repelling already. This is just because my water is dirty that you're seeing this, and it's already warping. And I'm not too worried if it gets on the inside cover. I've just decided I don't want to worry about that. This will be my daily, I guess I'd call it a daily carry where I keep my notes. I'm going to let this dry. So I dried it with my hairdryer. This is less than perfect. I'm not looking for perfection. I'm looking for fun, something that excites me so that I can feel good about using it. This is dark enough that I think this would show up on here, but I would also think about outlining these letters anyway. This is archival, so I know it will not run if I get it wet or something spills on it. I have the acrylic block here. Get them on my acrylic block kind of straight. See how that looks. Now I want to have enough room for my 2 and my O here. So I think this will work. Give this a good coating. I think rather than rubbing, you're better off patting. And I'm going to get it as close to the bottom and the edge as I possibly can. And look, if it's not straight, I mean, it's not straight. And if you have OCD, I suppose that might bother you. It's not going to bother me. All right, let's see how this came out. There you go. I love it. I'm okay with this. And as I said, I would outline this maybe with a white or a black pen. Now I'm going to do my 2 and my O. I think we're going to do it maybe like that. I'm going to think about how I'm going to put my sticker. I just loved this piece of art so much. So there. So once again, in my infinite wisdom, I stenciled without my camera being on. You can see there's a slight white end here of this design. That's what I did off camera. I am going to now take this saying, which is, when was the last time you did something for the very first time? And I think I'm going to put it right up here. And I'm going to try to get this on so that I can get it back on somewhat straight. So this saying is going to be a reminder for me for the year to always look and do things with fresh eyes, not always just with the same old attitude or the same old way of doing things, but doing things new and doing things different. So that's why I liked this saying. And I'm going to try to go for, even though we're on camera, as best I can. Oh, you know what? I might close this. And I'm going to go right over those little white designs. And then when this dries, it should be permanent. And that's my reminder for 2023. This is my front cover for now. This is going to be my everyday sort of carry where I'll probably put business ideas and thoughts in this. I like that this is heavy paper. This is watercolor paper in here. I can get this wet and put a lot of mediums on here and not have to worry about it. And I'll think of a word for the year, and I'm probably going to somehow get my word for the year in here. And I'll decorate all these pages eventually. I kind of really like the way it came out. There's probably a lot of potential for me to add a lot more stuff here, but I just loved this sticker and I was determined to use it in something memorable where I'd see it all the time. I thought this was just a beautiful piece of art. See you next week, and thank you for being here.